Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. So far, we've started this year talking about prototype Monster High dolls, fake Monster High dolls, just pretty much anything under the sun. But one thing that I haven't given a whole lot of attention to yet is unreleased Monster High dolls. These are releases that were supposed to happen but didn't. They just kind of fell through, either because the line was canceled or because it was replaced with something else. These are just a handful of things that we know about. There's obviously a lot more if there's anything you guys would like to see me cover in like a future installment of the Unreleased Dolls series. I don't know if this will be a series or not, but just let me know if there's anything that I missed you guys would like to see me talk about. And yeah, with that, let's get right into talking about some unreleased Monster High dolls. First and foremost, we have a whole G2 line that never saw the light of day. I don't actually know much about these dolls, but I do know that there is a collector out there, Dolls for Dessert. They do happen to own Venus's, I believe Venus's prototype doll, actually. I don't know if the head was hand painted, but I know that the body was. So this line was called Rainy Day Ghouls, and the dolls were all unarticulated. The line featured Laguna, Venus, and Ari, and these dolls just never saw the light of day. They all come with umbrellas that are just a recolor of Draculaura's basic umbrella, but with a modified handle to hook around the doll's wrists, or in the case of Venus, it looks like you could stick their hand through the little loop, the handle? Like a little handle for them, pretty much. The dolls all came wearing a pretty cute looking dress, and they seem to have had 2 pairs of shoes, a pair of rain boots and heels? Yeah, some sort of heels. I don't have much to say about this line. I don't know. They're cute. If these had released, I think I would have bought Ari because I like her design the most. These dolls kind of remind me of the Splashy Chic Mycene dolls. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I highly recommend Googling that line. The dolls are super cute. They all came with umbrellas and raincoats and a cute little dress underneath that had some kind of rainy themes to them, as well as having a pair of boots in the second outfit. I don't think any prototypes for Laguna have ever been found. The dolls all include a purse as well, I forgot to mention that, but I know that Venus has been found. I just don't know about Ari and Laguna. Ari probably is my favorite from this line, though. If I missed any information on this line, feel free to let me know, but these were only ever seen, I believe, in a magazine, because they were intended to be released, but since G2 flopped as hard as it did, they never saw the light of day. But overall, a pretty interesting line. The next line that never saw the light of day is the Party Ghouls. I actually forgot the name of this line. Maybe it was like Fangtastic Tea Party or something, but it was a Tea Party based line, and it included a Claudine, an Ari, she had a lot of canceled dolls it seems, and Laguna. Ari is probably the most interesting to me, but I do like Claudine. But Ari catches my eye because of her hairstyle. It's super cute, reminds me of a poodle. That's probably what they were going for. I like it. Her shoes are really unique too. I really like that shoe mold. The purse is reused. I believe I remember seeing it in an Abby fashion pack. And the fan is a cute piece as well. These dolls were fully articulated, and I don't know how many pieces from these have actually been found secondhand. I know that Laguna's dress has been found. The account that I mentioned earlier, Dolls for Dessert, they have one of Laguna's dresses. They were unable to get Claudine or Ari, though, so far, so those 2 are still lost. Nobody has found them yet. It would be cool to see Claudine or Ari surface this year. Maybe someone will find them on Taobao. Maybe a private collector will step out and be like, hey, I have one. Who wants to buy it? Hold a big eBay auction. I don't know. But this line was super cute, and there are actually existing Amazon listings for this line. Because they never released, the dolls were never stocked, and the listings just kind of quietly faded away. But they're still on Amazon, it's just that you can't buy them, because, they never released. I would have liked to see this line released. They were really cute, and I feel like G2 did have potential, and lines like this are proof of that. These dolls were fully articulated, they had really cute clothes, unique hairstyles, except for, Laguna, who's just a side pony. But still, these were super cute, and I would have loved to see a proper release. We don't even know what their boxes were supposed to look like. This next line here is probably the most popular unreleased G2 line. Everyone knows about these. They are the Howlin Hoodies dolls, and not inside, but featured within the line, we had Draculaura, Twyla, and Venus. Venus had a total of 2 unreleased G3 dolls, which is G2 dolls, which is pretty interesting because I don't think Venus, did she ever get a release? I think she might have, but I could be misremembering. I don't know. Point is that Venus was supposed to be featured in the Howlin Hoodies line, as was Twyla and Draculaura. These dolls never saw a release, but a lot of people have been able to find the hoodies on, those websites like Taobao and such. They're rare, obviously, because only a handful of samples were ever produced because the line, never saw a release despite the Amazon listings. It's the same story as the Tea Party dolls. They were just supposed to come out and never did because G2 failed. It didn't make the sales that Mattel hoped it would. These are really cute. I really would have liked to see these get a release. They're adorable. Twyla in G2 looked a little uncanny to me. They definitely did a better job on her face in G3. But these outfits are cute, and I really do like seeing the recolored pets. Like Dustin is in a darker purple, Count Fabulous is completely pink with a blue bow, and Julian is the same color that he usually is, but has a pink pot instead of, the usual brown ceramic one. Overall, these dolls are really cute, and I would have loved to see them come out, but as you guys know, they didn't. But still, it's an interesting piece of history, as I like to say in these videos. Finally, moving on from the G2 stuff, we have some G1 unreleased dolls. I've noticed that it's pretty rare for there to be stock photos of unreleased G1 dolls like there are with G2, but these are some that Garrett Sander posted about. Originally, the Mall Monsteristas 5-pack, which was the last major 5-pack that was widely released. I think it was the last Monster High 5-pack from G1, actually, because the next one was a 6-pack. But basically, it was supposed to be a double-date pack with Headmistress Bloodgood as the chaperone for the 2 couples, and it was called the Frady Hawkins Dance, inspired by the Sadie Hawkins Dance, which is a American tradition, I guess. Actually, I don't know if it's an American tradition. I've never heard of it. I guess I didn't go to a traditional high school, though. But basically, the pack was supposed to include Abby and Heath, and basically they would be matching with each other. Scara and Hoodooed looked kinda... Did I call him Hoodooed? Invisibility. Scara and Invisibility looked kind of ugly, but they had each other's colors. It was kind of cute. Abby and Heath were swapped. Heath wore blue. I think his hair was supposed to be blue, too, but it wasn't produced, so we never really got to see him in a complete form. This is all we got. Abby looks stunning, though. If this Abby had released, she would have been my favorite Abby, without a doubt. Not overall, but my favorite Abby to be released towards the end of G1, if, Headmistress Bloodgood, though, was so robbed, because this doll is gorgeous. The 2 3D models are how her accessories were supposed to look, like those shoes. That's what her shoes were supposed to look like. They look great. And that necklace is how her necklace was supposed to look. She does have a finalized version of it on in the photos. I don't know. Point is, this doll should have been released. These 2 should have been released. And these 2 should have been put back on the drawing board before a release was to happen. But overall, it's just a really fascinating idea. Garrett Sander posted these, and there is a very high chance that maybe someday he'll be able to post some more unreleased G1 stuff. But for now, this is one of the most major things that he's posted in the last few years, and it's pretty fascinating. I don't think these dolls ever made it far enough into production to have, production samples, but who knows, maybe someday somebody will find one. The final thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, because we're reaching the 10-minute mark, probably the 12-minute mark around this point, I don't even know. But the last thing I wanted to talk about is this unreleased Classroom Draculaura doll. As you guys know, the Classrooms line featured Homic Frankie, Mad Science Laguna, and Physical Education Kulia. Originally, we were supposed to get a drama class Draculaura, and this is roughly how she would have looked. This is the design they seem to have had in mind for her. She would have had a cute little cape and an adorable dress. I'll always be upset that this doll never saw a release or even a prototype. Like, can you imagine how pretty she would have been? At this point, the line was new, so Draculaura didn't have that many releases either. In my opinion, there was no reason not to produce this doll. This dress would have been amazing. She probably would have been one of the most sought after Draculauras. I can't see this doll turning out bad. She would have looked amazing. But yeah, there isn't too much to say. It's unknown why this Draculaura was never released as far as I know. I've never heard a reason anyway. If you guys know, feel free to tell me. Like how I forgot who Ari Hauntington was yesterday, so I got like 30 of you telling me that she existed. That was fun. But yeah, that about does it. There are more unreleased things, but this video is running long, so I'll just save them for next time. With that, we are done with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed talking about this with me. Feel free to comment your thoughts. If there's anything that I didn't include that you guys would like me to, please contact me on Instagram. I always leave my contact information in the description, so DM me anything that you think I would like to see. Doll related, unreleased doll related, prototype doll related, whatever you guys want me to see, just send it over. And yeah, that about does it. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!